We don't do everything perfectly. We don't do everything even well some of the times. But believing in yourself, believing that you can improve, and believing that you can be a better you from yesterday are really what I think helps us thrive and help us be the best who we can be. If you focus on yourself, and if you learn what it is that really drives you, your passion, you can not only help achieve those things yourself, but you can help inspire somebody that is looking towards you for that type of inspiration as well. I drive a 2016 BMW i8. It is a Sophisto gray, I think it's Sophisto gray, with light blue accents. The rims are a Style 470 rim. It's a 20-inch rim. Many say that they could use a little bit more meat on the tires, and I will be addressing that very soon. And they have the matching black and light blue calipers on the wheels. This particular BMW i8 has been equipped with the laser headlights, which are an option, which the actual lasers don't shoot out of the headlights, but they actually heat the element for a much brighter, much more whiter white in the evening hours. The interior is a Burwan brown. Basically, it's a brown leather interior with some really cool lighter tan accents. The BMW i8 really is a design on efficiency. It has actually 3 motors that work together to give you about 369 overall horsepower. There is a front electric motor that will take the car in electric mode about 14 to 15 miles overall. There is a mid-engine, twin-turbo, 3-cylinder engine, and yes, it is the same engine out of the Mini, and yes, it goes, that combines with the electric motor. There is also a third electric helper engine that is attached in between the electric motor and the twin-turbo motor that help mate the two together and get the twin-turbo motor going. What is it like to drive a BMW i8? Well, aside from all of the pictures that people take and the waves that you get, it's surprisingly a quick vehicle. 0 to 60 is about 4 seconds, a tick over 4 seconds. We've had some people that have modded their vehicles to be a bit quicker than that, but it's pretty much a standard 4-second vehicle, very quick off the line. You can feel that surge of the electric motor boost in right away, and then you feel the spool of the twin turbos kick in for a rush after. Very exciting vehicle to drive. How does it rank with some of the other cars that I've owned? Well, I'm actually more of a motorcycle rider. Started off racing a lot of motocross when I was younger, and now I'm into street bikes and those kinds of things now. But most recently, owning a Porsche 911, I would say it's probably a little less engaging of a drive. Of course, the 911 is a manual 6-speed transmission, so it's a little bit less engaging of a drive, but I would say it's every bit exhilarating with the overall on-road speeds that you're normally going to achieve. I would say I get the passion from cars from my father. From a very early age, I spent time shifting my dad's 280Z when I was sitting in the passenger seat, to watching him work on small things on the car. You know, as a matter of fact, he was an original Porsche 911 fan, which probably gave me my penchant of Porsches and probably caused me to go and seek out my first 911 as well. There really wasn't anybody more excited than my dad when he found out that I owned one of his dream cars. And that probably led me to move on to the BMW i8 as well. I look to have different experiences through each of my cars. I look to intrinsically enjoy them and to drive them. Use them for what they were made to do and to enjoy them for what they're made to be enjoyed for. I lost my mother 2 years ago. I miss her dearly, miss her every day. I am pretty much a spitting image of her. I look like her, I act like her, I talk like her, and I bring that passion of life. She was such a positive influence on my life, but you know, it was almost like she kind of kept me real as well. When you lose such a pivotal figure in your life, there are a couple of ways to take this. Number one, you kind of feel like you're flying without a net, that you really you don't have the backing that you used to have. On the flip side, we also have the opportunity to fly on our own, to make our life the way we want it. And these people that are pivotal figures in our lives, they are really the ones that are enabling us to dream, that are enabling us to love, that are enabling us to spread the power that they gave us to move forward and spread it to others. I miss my mother every day. I know that I now hold her power. I know that I now hold her ability to bring others together, and I really try to remember that every day. We are only as strong as those around us, and you know what they say, you know, the rising tide raises all ships. Kind of apropos with us sitting on the water right here. But if I can think of a life lesson that my mother taught me that I still recall unto this day, is to be intrinsically yourself. Believe it or not, there's really no one else we can be. You have to listen to your own drum, and you'll find that it really enables other people around you to listen to their own drum as well. My mother taught me a lot about acceptance, about diversity in life, about always looking out for opinions that are different than your own. We really don't want to be in some sort of an echo chamber where I say something and everybody around me agrees. You want to be in some situations that challenge your thoughts, that challenge who we are, that challenge us to then go out to improve ourselves so that we can continue to make the world a better place. You have to find out what it is that you do best and then rock it like nobody's ever rocked it before. I think about that every day. Try to find that passion that continues to drive me, continues to drive what I love, what I do for a living, what I do with my motorcycles, what I do with my cars, what I do when I listen to my friends, when I help my friends. These are the types of things that motivate me, and these are the things that help me intrinsically love life. My name is Sterling Wilson here in beautiful Washington, D.C., and I'm a real person with a real story with a real ride.